Hello, Leo. Come on in. Trying to get this set up. I'm not having so much luck here. I'm trying to change it because yesterday I changed it and I didn't like my lighting. So I'm trying to get it where you can see stuff. All right. Anywho, good enough, I guess. Come on in, Leo. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node. Yeah. Clear your minds, relax, sit down, grab something to eat or drink, your favorite comforter, or if you do have projects going on in the background, maybe just turn me up a little bit so you can hear your messages. Anywho, don't forget to flip and flop your energies and genders each and every time you feel fit throughout the reading. Just don't force it, right? All right, we're going to get into it. I think the cards are ready to talk. Spirit guides, universe, angels, ancestors, possible friends of Leos who may have crossed over, the higher galactic beings that might be overseeing this act of divination, after all, and the ascended masters. Please come in today, help guide, and give us messages for people's best and highest good in a way that we can all understand. Please and thank you. Show me what I need to see. Dreams. Believe in your dreams. Something about that, too. You could be dreaming a lot, some of you. But it's about your dreams, possibly like your wishes, right? A lot of these cards have burn marks. Don't mind that. It happened a long time ago. I'm over it. I just want to keep the cards because I like them. Knowledge, you're looking into something or learning something. This is in your present, okay? Choices. Make the best choices that you're able, basically. No should-haves, would-haves, could-haves, no regrets, right? All right, two more of these and we can move on to my other deck here. So, yeah, dreams. I feel like something about your wishes and dreams, you're learning something about that, and it is about choices somehow, some way, right? Just kind of goes together already. Show me two more cards, please. Yeah, I had a roommate a long time ago that burned these cards, and surprised my house didn't burn down. But I did save the cards and my house. Just kidding. But yeah, I like these cards, so I hope you do as well. Peacock, raise your standards. Hope, fear, challenge, or homework. Raising your standards. Somebody needs to believe in themselves. They need to, um, yeah, raising the standards. People can do better or something. Originality, blazing your own trail. Right on, brother or sister. I definitely blaze my own trail. That's when you feel the freest, most confident, right? Because you can be yourself. That's what it is. When your root chakras and everything's aligned, my kitty's flipping out, so I don't know if you see him run around or you can hear him sharpening his nails. But yeah, sometimes he does jump on the table and shows himself. But anywho, show me what I need to see. I hope everybody had a nice holiday. I know the holidays are hard on a lot of people. You know, dealing with family is tough. Ooh, okay, that's the one. Sixth sense, dreams. Yeah, using your sixth sense, right? Your senses, you know something, or you're sensing something, you're learning something. Somebody has a sixth sense. They're using their intuition and their gut on this. Show me what I need to see. Yeah, some people may be opening up their pineal gland. Grimm's fairy tales or storybook. Knowledge, right over that. I get the vibe like, because technically Grimm's fairy tales were based on some truth, right? How it changed through the years. The most informative ones that I find, even on YouTube, right, is the dark secrets of Snow White and what they didn't teach you, or whatever. Beauty and the Beast, Pinocchio, and it's pretty fascinating stuff. I've watched quite a few of them through time, you know. So maybe the stories, the lore, and the grapevine, or maybe you're just looking at your life like, wow, I could write a book. Oh, hi everybody popping in and out. So yeah, something about that anyway. Envelope and choices. Something about an envelope, a letter, communication, something about that's crowning you, at least for a couple weeks. Choices. Are you sending this letter, or do you have to make a choice when you read the letter? Whatever it is, do the best you can, right? That's where I was coming from with that. Abandonment issues, peacock, raise your standards. Hope you're challenging homework, yeah. Somebody's missing someone. They could have had, like, trauma there or something. A lot of tribulation. Somebody needs to raise their vibe, possibly. One more, please. We can get into my tarot. Arrogance and entitled. Wow, okay. Huh. And then that's right under originality. Blaze your own trail. Be yourself. But somebody's arrogant and entitled. Something about someone just being them. I don't know how that's going to fit with you, but hold on. We'll get into my tarot. I'm going to use my, I guess I'll use my Rider-Waite deck today. Or one of them. One of the 1,000. There's so many different ones. All right, Spirit, show me what I need to see for my crazy cats. The Lovers, yep. Dreams, wishes, yeah, stories, knowledge, learning about it. This is about, nostalgia and remember when. So through time, you're learning about the stories, possibly, about someone you love. Or maybe they are seeking some knowledge here. I'm not sure how that's going to play out yet. But I feel like somebody knows something, sixth sense. Show me what I need to see, Spirit. Page of Swords down. I feel like somebody may not like the messages that are coming in this envelope, or text message, or phone call, or email. Magician down. Yeah, I don't feel like they're going to like what is said, or maybe just very uninformed. I'm not sure how that would work, and that may only be for a couple of you. But the Magician down is not exactly crafting the light, It's the Magician, right? The whole fear, challenge, and homework. This person, it could be very dark, abandonment issues. I feel like they're crafting, when you stay in, say, a stuck energy, it actually attracts more of it, right? So getting out of that and dealing with the trauma or tribulation of it all, I feel like we've been through a lot with this Grimm's Fairy Tales or storybook card and the nostalgia card, right? Show me, I need a bunch of cards, Spirit, please. Thank you. I love it when they just do that for me. I don't know which ones came out first. So 10 of Wands down, 6 of Wands down, 7 of Pentacles, 2 of Swords, 2 of Wands reversed, and the Chariot. Okay. Yeah, whoever this person that's, very arrogant or entitled, whoever that energy is, I feel like they're dealing with it pretty hard, you know? Or maybe you are. It could be vice versa, right? But somebody, originality, blazing your own trail. Somebody just wants to do their own thing, or they want someone to raise their vibe with this peacock card, but they're going through it hard. See, but they're going through it and they're crafting not so good, right? There could be a group of people here, possibly, or community or what. But I don't feel like this is any sort of win situation. It's not, maybe it's not about winners. Think I should take that one? Maybe it's just not about winners. There's not really a victory out of this. It's not about that. 7 of Pentacles here. Grimm's, working on things, assessing things. Look, he's got his hand under his chin like he's thinking about, what am I going to do with this? How am I going to handle that? Putting all your ducks in a row and, possibly like thinking about the past and all the stories and trying to figure it out from here. Right? Seeking knowledge and learning knowledge all at the same time. Dead center in the reading with the 2 of Swords. Yeah, choices and decisions, right? I told you in the beginning, do the best you can. No coulda, woulda, shouldas, no regrets, right? You just do the best you can with things that you may not like, news that you may not like to hear, or whatever that is. And then, being at that crossroads, not sure what to do. But look how she's blindfolded. So when you're blindfolded and you can't see, you're forced to use your intuition, right? You listen to your gut. It's the one thing in this universe that we can count on 100% of the time, right? Because everything else around us falls away, dies away, changes. It's part of our journey here or whatever, Yeah. But I do feel like people are really looking at the bigger picture of things, or starting to. 2 of Wands down, arrogant. They're not really thinking ahead. They're not planning. They're just, I feel like a stuck energy in this Magician reverse, like a dark, I don't know how that's going to resonate with you, but you can figure that part out, Yeah, and then here's movement, travel, right? Could this have been around the holidays too, or not? I don't know, but it's in your future column, should you take advice of the cards. But, things are happening if it's not travel. Things are happening around you, right? This envelope, these things. This is what you're going to be dealing with in the next couple of weeks. So expect that form of communication, however that form is. I'm surprised I don't have the 8 of Wands out here. Show me what I need to see. Yeah, this is a journey. This is moving ahead. This is, this is a victory card in it, even though the 6 of Wands isn't. There is, a victory in moving ahead or traveling on or whatever that is to you, right? From this dealing with the storm energy, the burdens, the oppression, the possible backfires for some. I don't know how that's going to, replace it. But Hermit reversed, I feel like somebody's hiding in the dark. They're hiding in the dark, but they're afraid of the dark. If that makes any sense to anybody, right? Yeah, they're afraid of souls, or they don't want a soul search, or I'm not sure how that's going to resonate, but they really don't want to do the shadow work, right? Or something, and that's not the victory of this whole thing. Okay, somebody's getting news about something or someone, right? Someone we care about. They don't really like what's been happening, but they're getting some news of something, and we may not like it. It's about how we're going to handle the choices. Okay. Somebody's having a hard time, I feel, with these abandonment issues or neglect issues, or however that resonates. I need 4 more cards, please, Spirit. Queen of Swords down. Grimm's fairy tales, storybook, knowledge, yeah. Queen of Swords down. This could be a very, I guess, an unknowing energy. Sorry, I have cards down, or 1 card, 8 of Cups down. But I do feel like there's bitterness there. There's, I don't like that. You're really seeing it too. You're looking at it for what it is, dealing with those storms, right? Pretty hard. You're at a crossroads right now with your decisions and choices right now. Or somebody is out there, Leo. A couple more cards, please. Some people could be seeking knowledge and trying to learn about, the situation deeper, Maybe they're looking into psychology and traumas and what, or maybe they're looking into the quantum physics of things, of how things work and how things are connected, however it resonates with you, right? Somebody's scared. They don't want to move ahead, They need to take a risk and take a leap of faith and go for it. But that's the stuck energy. Thank you, Spirit, for validating, and they could be very scared of things, but they're in this dark black magic kind of way, They have no plans, or they're not seeing anyway a way. I don't know what that means. I hope it's yeah, King of Wands. Definitely a fire sign right there. There you go. Could be you. Yeah, look, he's looking at the whole situation, so taking charge of it. This could be an entrepreneur, or somebody's that's like a manager or a boss or a father or something, right? But this is taking charge of things. And then moving ahead is definitely of the storms. Somebody's being very entitled to something. 5 of Wands on the bottom, yeah. Arrogance and entitled, very immature and petty, even. This could be conflicts, fighting, arguing, competition, war for some of you. All right, I'm going to use my Antiqued Anatomy Tarot deck. We're going to get a little deeper, get more juice, get some validation and clarification. Hopefully, that's the point. Show me what I need to see. Yeah, there's the messages. I knew I was feeling it. There's a lot of movement. We have the Chariot here, which is the fastest moving card in the deck. And then we have the 8 of Wands. Somebody's talking. Somebody's like, you have to be quick-witted, or somebody was in the past. They had to be on their toes. But somebody learned something. Somebody's Somebody's definitely learning something out of this union, or what? Six of Pentacles down. Six of Cups. Somebody doesn't really feel like they want to put into the traumas and tribulations. I'm feeling like maybe they're feeling weak, you know, but they don't want to. They don't want to put into it, you know. You're seeking knowledge maybe of how to change their mind. That could be. Yeah. Show me, I need a bunch, please. Oh man, now they're all over the floor. Sorry. That one. This one. I think this one was first. That's the Page of Cups. Six of Cups down. Ding, 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 ding. We have six cups down. Yeah. Eight of Blades. Eight of Cups down. Ding, 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 ding. Ace of Rods. All right, so you really feel for this person. You do. But I almost feel like they're like, maybe there's a situation going on out there where someone's telling someone, don't even bother looking shit up. I am not interested. I don't want anything to do with it, kind of scenario. But or what? They're just very uninformed. It's almost like they're against it right now, maybe even. This could be, there also could be like, you know, all that gossip is coming back to bite someone too. That's like a side note for somebody out there. That may not be for everybody either. But, yeah, this is definitely trauma. They do not want to go back. There's the Magician down and the Six of Cups. Somebody could be manifesting, you know, manifesting things that they're not understanding about, and it's making things worse, right? Because like attracts like, and if you're in a stuck, depressive, negative, it's really coming back. You know, somebody needs to deal with these issues, right? This is the hope and the fear and the challenge and the homework. I feel all of it, you know. Eight of Blades here is chaos and confusion. Maybe you're, you know, in their mind, or they're stuck, you know, another stuck possible energy. Yeah. You can see it a little bit better. But yeah, dealing with the storms, stuck in their head, being very arrogant and entitled, and you know, you're trying to blaze your own trail here, you know. I'm not sure how that's going to be, but we have the Eight of Cups down with the Six of Wands down. Yeah, dealing with it. There's nothing good out of it. I mean, it's not about winners, like I was saying. I feel like there was competition, or possibly, or some sort of chaos or confusion about, yeah, I don't know how that's going to be. So it's, I don't know. They're dealing with it hard. They're dealing with it hard. There is a new beginning here, thank God. Or that's what it's about. This one is a beautiful one. It's excitement. It's butterflies in the belly kind of thing. You know, that's in your present. So something may be inspiring you, or maybe you are them, right? But somebody's assessing this new beginning, right? They're thinking about it. Yeah, you're trying to find a way to make them change their mind. See, that came out again. Thank you, Spirit, for validating. Or something like that. You really want them to change their mind and give a shit. Because, you know, maybe some of you are like, if you don't, I can't handle this. I'm out of here. You know, so that could be the crossroads. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? You know? Excuse my German. The Lovers reversed, dead center in the reading. Ding, 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 ding. We got it right here. And now we got it here. Crossroads decision, I was just saying. Again, Spirit, thank you for validating. Somebody could be thinking, if you don't know, if you can't do this or don't work on this or deal with this, you know, I'm not sure of the results. So it's like something like that. Somebody's going to see an envelope at their door or in their mailbox, possibly. We have King of Rods, Ace of Elixirs, the Star, my favorite card. I love that card. That's good. That's hope. That's faith. It's inspirational, right? See, didn't I say that as well? You're trying to inspire this person to heal. And they're scared AF. And I don't know what they're scared of, because the worst has already happened. Somebody could be having prophetic dreams right now. Somebody may have some gifts, right? They may have some spiritual gifts. They may be clairvoyant or clairsentient or something. 9 of Pentacles down, Ace of Blades. Yeah. With the 2 of Blades and then the Ace of Blades. Yeah, dealing with it hard. Yeah. This is a hard choice for somebody out there. It's going to be different for all of you, and play out differently for all of you. But for somebody, this is a really tough choice. This is like, come on, man. 9 of Coins down. This could be a female. I'm not sure, but very without, very, I feel like it's a very disabling situation. Do I have a 5 of Pentacles out here? I don't, but I'm feeling it. I have the 5 of Wands. All this fighting and arguing and what? But, you know, this is a sharp blade here. And this is clarity. This is truth. This is what it is, right? The truth over dealing with it. And the Lover's card is a choice, and this one is reversed. So it's hurting this couple, right? We got the 2 of love. I mean, we have the Lovers here. It's hurting this couple, this relationship. King of Rods with the 2 of Wands down, and Ace of Elixirs with the Chariot. Yeah, somebody wants to take damn charge of this. And I'm pretty sure it's you being the Leo, because I feel like you're at your wit's end. Maybe, you know. These are bad memories that we're dealing with, you know. This is a tough thing. But I feel like somebody's getting pissed and getting sick of it. Or something, you know. This is about taking or filling your own cup. This is about fulfillment and moving forward towards fulfillment, right? Moving towards love or something. But there's confusion here with this new beginning. See, there's aces. We got the rod, the sword, the cup. Three of Wands, nice. King of Wands is going to be taking some action, I feel like, in the next few weeks, if it's not already happening. He is looking at the situation, and this is about the future and harvest and growth and expansion, right? Definitely could have to do with three people or something for some people out there, but that's about bossing up and taking charge, taking action. This king has his wand and he's putting it in the ground. That's what I feel. Somebody's arrogant and entitled, my ass. Somebody's going to put a stop to something, or whatever, or something's going to happen to fix this. I feel like somebody has had enough. I've been kind of sensing this in your readings for a while now, you know so it doesn't surprise me that somebody's finally going to you know put their staff down. And I feel like when that king puts it down, the earth may rumble a little bit. No, you're gonna deal with this, damn it. Or something. I don't know. It's hard. I mean, I know. I see that you love this person, you care for this person at the very least, and you don't want them to, and you don't want that. It's very hard. 8 of diamonds. Yeah, this could have had to do with a death and the family, even maybe, possibly, unfortunately, and the bad luck of it all. See, they're creating it. They're creating it. Give me a couple more, please. The lion. Here you are, Leo. Showing up and glowing up. But this is shock, you know? The lion isn't so cowardly, right? The lion is brave, strong, courageous, resilient, prideful, you know? But I do feel like the shock of all of this, somebody wants to write a book. Yeah, the surprise, the shock. Yeah, the tower. And it could be, this could have to do with some sort of disaster that happened. You know, I'm sorry to say. And 5 of diamonds. Yeah, this is successful adventures in business and love. And if it's surrounded by 20, 30, well, okay, well, it's not. So, yeah, there's success here. There's success here. Maybe this person who needs to heal so badly needs to go out into the middle of the woods somewhere, or the middle of the desert somewhere, or wherever where there's no one, and scream as loud as they can, as long as they can, and just get it the fuck out. The anger, the sadness, the guilt, the remorse, whatever it is that they're dealing with, just get it out. Get pissed, go through the motions. This is bullshit. But then these people may, they may need to just say, it's enough. Damn it, I'm going to have a good day. I'm going to survive. It's about empowerment. Wow, somebody is really, really low. I'm sorry. All right, we are going to change this up a little. I'm going to switch to my Eternal Crystal Oracle here. Shout out to the people that can read the cards backwards, by the way. We got the Malachite. Yeah, nature. The nature card. See, I was just talking about that. It's all about the heart chakra. It's number 27. If you don't have any of this, you may want to go down to your nearest metaphysical shop and get a piece. These little pieces and stones and what, they're not that expensive after all, even in today's day and age. So anyway, Mother Nature is calling to you. This is why Malachite has appeared for you today. Have you been spending too much time indoors with the air conditioning, heating, and or fluorescent or LED lights? When was the last time you spent a decent amount of time outdoors or in nature? It's time for you to reconnect with nature, to feel the grass, the dirt, or sand under your bare feet. Perhaps you may even like to walk through the water at the seaside or in the shallow parts of a running stream or lake. It is so important for you to ground your energy through your feet and hands. You may also want to, if it's snowing or what, and you don't want to walk bare feet in the snow, you can also just hug a tree, man, or put your back to a tree. You know, who gives a nobody's around anyway, right? So who gives a shit? Nobody's watching but your spirits, your team. It is so important for you to ground your energy, yeah, through your feet and hands. Grounding your energy in nature is simple. You may like to touch a tree or some leaves on a bush, or to feel the sun on your face and the wind in your hair. These simple things all help you to reconnect with nature, and in doing this, you're reconnecting with yourself. Plan a day trip or a holiday to your favorite destination. Where was I now? Who lost my place? Sorry about that. I just felt like I had to get that card. Where the heck was I? These simple things all help you to reconnect. Plan a day trip or a holiday. Notice how wonderful you feel when you're there and how great your energy is when you return home. So, yeah, we are in the holiday season. So, that could have something to do with this. But I feel the movement around you and this situation. Something's going forward. Maybe we're finally getting somewhere. Hope for the best, right? The star. It's all about wish fulfillment. Is this person spiritual at all? Because maybe they want to look into that if they're not, right? They may need some help. We have abundance. The chalice overflows with potential. Drink from it and prosper. Whoops. Yeah, you love this person. Shout out to the people that can read backwards. So that's that, wow, this is really tough for somebody. I do. I feel like it's tough. I'm going to give you a rune and close this out. We got the Druid Circle. I'll show you the back. They're all different. It's pretty cool. Now that's some beautiful nature right there. All right. Old stones hold secrets better than past lovers could. Whisper your dreams to the standing stones, and those wishes will come true. Tell your wishes to a standing stone. That's funny. I'm going to read that again. Old stones hold secrets better than past lovers could. Whisper your dreams to the standing stones, and those wishes will come true. And we got the star card right here. Right? Place pink opal by the bed for peace and calm. Yeah. It's going to be all right there, Leo. You'll be all right. You guys are strong. It's this person. You're going to be maybe giving them some of your strength to help them through this even, which is beautiful, really. All right, man. Be cool. Be kind. Be patient. And please just be a good human. I appreciate all the newer subscribers and viewers and all that. I appreciate all of you. If it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't even waste my time. So, honestly. So, yeah, I'll be back soon. Ciao.